One of my favorite memories of Megan as a little girl was playing with her little friend Ash, stringing strings through the woods all around the house. She was an outside girl. She's always getting in the brush, making secret hiding places.
I think the most precious memory I have of Stephen when he was little is I was driving along in the car, he was in the back seat, and I was just fussing at the traffic, just fussing, as usual. And he said to me, "Mom, maybe they're just having a bad day." I was so shocked at that age he had that compassion. I just thought that was just really, really mature of him.
A favorite memory that I have of Megan was when she and Nikki, her good friend Nikki, went and through an old abandoned house, and they found this little bitty tiny nest of field mice, and Megan brought them home. So we had to raise field mice. We raised that mouse, oh gosh, it must have been months and months and months. And then that mouse chewed a hole through the plastic cage and got out into the house. Well, a mouse trap was set, and we had to get rid of that mouse because it was now free in the house. But she was always bringing critters home. It was the most amazing thing was what she would bring home.
There was one year, it was the year of the census, and I kept telling my sister that she was adopted. Like that whole year, I was like, you know, you're adopted. And she found the packet that my mom had filled out, and she was going through it. And when she got to the section where Mom had filled out information about all her children, my mom had accidentally marked that Megan was adopted in the census form. And she got so upset. And I remember looking at it being like, see? You are adopted. She called my mom at work, and she was like, I found the census. And my mom was like, okay. And she was like, you said that I was adopted.
My memories of Megan, even though I didn't come into the family until her early teens, what we had in common were animals. She showed the heck out of those goats. But the best memory is her leading that goat up and down the driveway. She had harnessed, which she made herself, harnessed this goat onto this wagon that held cinder blocks to help bulk him up for the show. And she was quite the talk of the town and the neighborhood, because they could bet by a certain time each early evening she would be out there, up and down, up and down, up and down. And that showed she had a lot of patience for that.
So my favorite memory of Megan is the time that I stabbed her in the face with a cane sword. For two reasons. One, it showed her incredible compassion to forgive me. And two, it taught me a great deal about restraint. Why I think Megan will be a great mom? Well, for those two very good reasons. She shows a lot of compassion, which you're going to need, and a lot of capability for restraint, which helps with children as well.
I think Megan and Steve will be good parents. Both of them are very thoughtful, compassionate people. They work well together as a team. I've seen them support each other emotionally, and that's very important when you're parents.
This is why do I think Stephen would be a good dad. First of all, he manifests a lot of patience, and with children, you got to have a lot of patience with them. Be a good leader. And to be a good leader, you have to be a good listener first. I think he'll be very consistent in the way he deals with corrective action for each child, realizing that what works for one doesn't work for the other. Ability to express love, that's very important, that no matter through thick and thin, he has the inner heart to really express that love to his children.
I know that Megan will make a great parent because she's one of the most caring people that I know. Her heart is so big and it's filled with so much love that she is just going to be miraculous at that. Steve, your patience is absolutely amazing. Well respected in a father, let me tell you.
Megan is literally the most kind and caring person you'll ever meet. She has a heart that is literally so big, I don't know how it fits in her body, and I think she'll take that natural love and tenderness and nurturing and be a fantastic mom. And Steve is probably the most patient person that I've ever met. And as a parent, patience is one of the most important things you'll ever have.
Because she has lots of patience. She gets all in with whatever she does. And I've seen her with other people's children, and she's gonna have a lot of nurturing capabilities as well, I think, as Steve. Steve has more patience, I think, than the average Joe, I do believe. Going to make excellent parents.
And I think he's going to make a great parent because he's a great listener. He's kind. He's very open to hear your side of any situation. And Megan, I think, will be a great parent because she's kind and very respectful.
If she has the right amount of patience, compassion, and love. Forgot the next one. Okay, advice. Be compassionate, be loving, but be firm. Remember, you're the boss.
Both have set the academic bar very high for them, so I think they'll both be involved with their children and whom those children associate with, knowing that there's going to be some bad influences around school or other friends. I do think they'll be able to guide the children out of that path right there.
Try not to overthink it. I think we're all, guilty of beating ourselves up, trying to be the perfect parent. But there is no perfect parent. Just work on having wonderful memories with your kids because it's going to fly by, and the next thing you know, they're going to be grown. And so just cherish the small things and don't beat yourself up. Everyone knows you're doing the best you can, and give yourself a break sometimes and enjoy each other, and still go out on date night and keep your marriage strong because your kids are watching you and you're modeling for them, what they may want one day. And so it's very important that you still love and support each other as husband and wife too.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't hold yourself to any standards that you may have had for yourself before they were born, because things change and it changes what you're willing to accept. And not to be too hard on yourself for that, because life is hard with twins and you have to be nice to yourself or it's never going to work.
Is to trust your instincts. Listen to your heart, listen to your head. It's right most of the time, unless it's in anger, in which case that restraint comes in handy. Never trust your first instinct if you're angry.
Listen, that is a big thing, to listen to what your children have to say, to find out what happened, and then you can help solve whatever situation they're in.
Don't sweat the small stuff, and remember to have expectations and gently let them find those expectations themselves and enjoy them. Don't worry about money so much as memories.
As is consistency. Do not give up and go the easy route because you're too tired or it seems that it's not working. Do not give up. Do not ever give up on what you want to achieve with your children. Be consistent and you will win and they will respect you for it. I love you all.
So I wish you well. I look forward to the birth of the twins in May, and I'm very happy to be a grandfather again.